And good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today we will be doing it is patch day, so we will be doing 6.55 MSQ. If you like what you see at any point, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells. It's a small thing from each of you, but it helps the channels out tremendously. Autumn was here earlier, but I had to get up to close the door and she decided to run off. So without further ado, as it's raining here in game and snowing outside, or was overnight, IRL, let's talk to Varshan and start the MSQ. When one door closes, Varshan has a message from Charlene. Okay. Myrokos, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. Really? The students at Baldesian request your presence in Charlene at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldesian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Asjaya the city, from notable landmarks to the people's lives. There is still much and more for her to see. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Okay, so now we go back to Charlene. Okay. Oh, funny. What a beautiful morning in Charlene. It was raining, still raining in Radzatan. Huh. Alright, so let's talk to Jaka. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Myrokos. I gather you received your message? Yep. Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Graha. Okay. Hey. Oh, she has her hood down. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void. Now then, we weren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Erenvel. Oh? He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone who he wishes Myrokos to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Could we look for him there? Might as well. Aaronville's early return likely has something to do with this visitor. Who would it be, I wonder? Indeed, who is it? Now then, where is Aaronville? Cutscene.
Aaronville!
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Hmm?
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Huh.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is him. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain he's no ordinary man. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Wait, what? we're not even waiting for the expansion?
Perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Huh. Yeah, we're not waiting for the expansion then.
Of course.
Hang on,
Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The right of succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Aaronville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me. Now, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valiarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
You have my complete attention. This is strictly a rumor, nothing more. Golden City? I've heard about it before. Yeah, I have heard, MSQ did tell us you drop that, reference, and you've got my complete attention.
We're going to get along, you and I. Tural has no shortage of unexplored frontiers and deadly fiends. You'll never want for excitement, I promise you.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
But that... Oh, Wuklamak is, just really quick. Let's go. A journey to Tural. That's the long and short of it. At the very least, I ask that you go on this hunt of hers and take her measure for yourself. So where to for our hunt? The stronger the prey, the better. Okay. The game is the Grahati appears equal parts bewildered and excited. The chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and culled some of the unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. I was beginning to wonder because I thought we cleared that place out. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition. The Isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Toral. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. Okay. Trial. You seem pensive. Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable, and before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions, my apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. Yeah, she can't actually participate in combat. I mean, she's got restorative magics of a sort, but not... if the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Oh, Aaronville's coming with us? I wasn't aware he was somebody who could do combat. Hi, dear. Sorry, my cat is currently on my lap and wanting attention. Whoa. Watch the claws. And now I've lost my arm rest. Okay. Oh, it's a trial. Cryo is acting a little strange. Don't you think this is just a simple hunt? I wonder what preparations she needs to make. Well, she's not really somebody who does combat. We have the loan of a ship from one of the captains, a cheery fellow. I can operate the vessel, so we don't need to trouble him to take us. Okay, so we have to take a ship, and I've barely set foot on dry land. Well, this is an archipelago nation, so yeah. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Upon boarding it's the words. Upon boarding the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. It was 660, and that's 20 above me, but it sinks. At least, so... The game is afoot. And let's give it a try.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kono's my second older brother, and until recently, he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studio.
He went to the studio? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
So she has a brother who's a Mikote. Interesting. Nope.
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt our fill.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it you're the one who answered our petition? Wait, aren't you? You are Myrokos, the adventurer who saved our star. Would that our meeting had been under better meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals, grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
Yep.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Here, it should be safe now to cross. Let's go.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner?
Oh, we do get to go
Let's
here.
go and have a chat.
If you're coming to answer the petition, you should speak with my colleague here. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far. We dare not go back. Your task is to quell the threats you find and search for traces of the beasts responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us.
I'll handle this. Skill.
Oh. Wow, she's good.
Is that all? Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp
Claw
talons.
marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Okay, tattered plunge. You find feathers are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, and they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Yep.
powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
An Endymion. Oh. Okay, that's different.
Ah! What is that thing?
Okay.
It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Okay, that is getting a little annoying. Uh-oh. Probably shouldn't be.
Look out! I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Uh-oh.
I've got you.
That was too close.
Yeah.
Now?
Oh.
Damn it.
Spread out, everyone!
You pay for that.
Oh no! Ah, wasn't quick enough. Let's try it on normal. Resume midway. Let's give it another try. I just wasn't quick enough with just a few seconds there. Already saw the cutscene, so let's just get to the trial. A fight.
Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
I have to get both of them free.
Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together. I've got you.
That was too close.
Steady now. Damn it.
Spread out, everyone!
You pay for that. Thank you.
There we go. That was just a few seconds too slow the last time. Hey.
That was hardly a tickle. Try this. Nothing to it. They have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
Throw everything you have at it.
Oh. Oh. There we go.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
Oh!
How about you?
Pictomancer already?
Cryo?
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuliolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf, and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Okay. Thanks to Wuklamont, we now know who sent the letter to grandfather, among other things, but many questions still remain. I understand Kryle's feelings all too well, the desire to do one's part. It can be daunting to try to keep up, but nothing will change unless we take the first step. Ah, what an exciting hunt that was, and now it's time to savor the reward. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the Calaveri meat. For better or for worse, there's really only one place we can take it to here in Sharlan, the last stand. Come, let us see what Dickon can cook up for us. So that was a pretty straightforward trial. Yeah, I botched it on the very first round, but that's only because I took a few extra seconds than I should have. Well, now if there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I get you, Myrokos? Oh, bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's all in the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? Yeah, Lethal Colonel, I'm currently going through the 6.55 MSQ. Ah, yes, the mugs.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Sharlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
Well, it's the last stand, so of course it's good.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
Yeah, I get to do this on my other character as well. I figured start with my with this character because I've been doing the Let's Play for. Oh dear, that's a very spicy.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveler ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
That would be me.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Sharlayan.
Oh dear.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
There's clearly a story there.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Judging by Wuklamat's reaction, it appears Torale cuisine isn't excessively fiery. Whether Wuklamat has the markings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission's success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. The Coming Dawn. Grahatia is mulling over what you have learned of Wuklamat and her plan. And we get something. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Wuklamat's situation. Still, you have been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be informed. Just the thought of burying myself in books makes me feel sleepy. Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to be informed. Quite right. Not only would it help you to make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Technically, we don't have much of a choice but to help her. I mean, we already know from what's been revealed about Dawn Trail that we have, it's again, we have no choice but to help her. And Puddingway is still researching the perfect pudding. Is that it? The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wallaki, a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. These days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up up to the surface, turning the entire canyon brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallaki's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallaki. I can't think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. Huh. So, goodness me, I'm spacing his name, but the Martin, there it is, Martin, and Buck. Okay. Technically, I knew all of that stuff, having unlocked Blue Mage. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modest-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto, these crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World as the places known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Lamensin sailor named Ketanram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketanram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with the permission to roam freely. Ketanram would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Laminsa. The most notable of these was the papoda, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketanram's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by way of his ship. For those outside of Ketanram's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. So out of curiosity, now that I want, yeah, okay, B, I want that, I want, let's see, is there yeah, okay, level 86, New World Burrito Lunch. Okay, so this, and it's a tabletop thing. Sadly, I don't have any housing, but, I haven't partaken of housing, but, the tabletop food, every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyver, interesting. The ferocious scale-kin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilizing their prodigious strength for manual labor. So those are those like the Stegosaurus-like mounts that if you do, like the not the Sunken Temple, that's, not that one, the Wanderer's Palace, hard mode. That one, you fight a boss that's on, one of those mounts. Huh. I wonder if I'm thinking of the right one. Taming the is a percentage strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the wyver is also employed as a siege beast. Okay, so that is it. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. It definitely is that. Valagarmanda. But then, if you know where to look in Lonosha, it's present. It's started to make a presence in Eorzea. There are a few of them. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. That wouldn't happen to be the Altariot-esque Quetzalcoatl creature, but some concept art has hinted at. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents in Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east to west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing to this fact, a longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans who rose to power in Aldonard before advancing east into Ilzabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it until the leader of the Mamalja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Tural, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Grahatea will be eager to know what you have discovered. Should you wish to read these books again, speak with the reference page. Also, we'll be able to actually read them again. Word that we could re-enter the restricted section. I like that particular place. Oh, so here was Grahatea. Damn. Missed whatever dialogue, but oh well. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural, I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let us continue outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear what your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? I was rather taken with the tale of Ketanram, Papotos. I have a newfound appreciation of them. The legendary City of Gold. I don't recall reading about the City of Gold. There was geography. Ketanram, certainly. Ah, yes, the renowned Leminson explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled Tural extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. If we were able to meet Ketanram, what things we could learn. Alas, all of this happened nigh 80 years ago, and he may no longer be alive to tell his tales. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. I learned about alpacas, I learned about wyvers, I learned about Valagamanda. Now, why do I get the impression you're imagining pitting your skills against that of the fell beast? Unfortunately, I found scant details on your would-be prey. One source simply described them as enormous winged creatures with scales hard as steel that rules the skies. I should like to see it with my own eyes, presuming it even exists. I thought I heard familiar voices. Oh, Alize. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own, do you? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with the knowledge that we might benefit the Guardian people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Aranzat Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of the two of you? What endeavors bring you here this day? A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Yolal ourselves. The contest, is Myrokos the only one allowed to help Wuklamat? There was no mention of restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuklamat gave us the impression she could have several champions. So we get the twins with us. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alice, wait! It would seem our plans have changed, if you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Nope. Too far. I thought we were speaking at the annex, not near the annex.
It's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Yeah, we're missing some details.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuklamat's request?
never say no to a new adventure. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I'd rather not get involved in politics. I mean, it's kind of too late. I already helped out with, Ishgard.
Ha! I thought you might say that. With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be many trials for you to overcome at your destination. But in the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you'll surely find a way forward. That's what adventurers do, is it not? Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenor. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Okay. Oh, Thancred was what? Thancred was spying on us? Welcome back, Myrokos. If you're looking for Wooklamite, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I can go and fetch them for you. Understood. Please wait in the main hall.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
We should both go where we've never gone before. I have never been one to turn down adventure. I'll do it.
Then you need me as much as I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
Alphano, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklemat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
Oh, wait, it's the updated map.
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world. created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Well, that was quicker than I thought it was going to be, but okay. Huh. Ooh, now that's an interesting still. Zero and Durante Golbez going for a walk through the void. And there's the Nixie. I think Grahatia summed it up greatly. We're still missing a lot of information. But presumably we will get that information in Dawn Trail. Well, since this can take a little while, I think I'll skip the rest of this, the cutscene that hopefully gives a good idea of the level of working attention. Alright, so the coming dawn. Let's turn this in. Lest you wonder about your passage to Toral, Aaronville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when departure will be, but rest assured I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Oh, we get the back pack thing. Meanwhile, in Lemsa Laminsa, oh, there's a
When does the next
Stinian.
ship set sail? May I ask your destination? The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time. West, you say?
So Stinian's getting his own passage. Meanwhile, in old Charlian.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Toral.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? the fabled golden cities of the New World.
We're anchored now, the tide is high, and dawn of a new adventure is nigh. Row forth to break horizons bond and... okay. That one was way too quick for me to read. And so with that, the patch 6.55 MSQ is done. If you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. Hit the notification bells, and I shall see you anon, friends.